The dots just keep connecting. Let me show you the connection between Ryan, State Farm, the NFL, and Taylor's relationship. A key player in all of this is Maximum Effort, which is Ryan Reynolds' marketing company.
Ryan Reynolds and Taylor Swift were involved in the viral moment between Jake from State Farm and Donna Kelsey during the Eagles game over the weekend. Swift created a social media frenzy last week watching Chiefs star Travis Kelce play in Kansas City and sitting and laughing alongside his mom Donna amid dating rumors swirling between the two stars. Swift then showed up to the Chiefs-Jets game a week later, this time with A-list company, including Reynolds, Blake Lively, and Sophie Turner. Amid the chatter, Reynolds' marketing company Maximum Effort saw an opportunity. The company specializes in launching campaigns that capitalize on viral moments and stepped in with another idea featuring Donna Kelsey, but this time chatting with a different star, Jake from State Farm. Taylor Swift's appearance at the Kansas City Chiefs games really dominated the cultural landscape for like 5 or 6 days, so when we kind of arrived at this idea during a brainstorm for another project, it just felt too good to resist. After getting the green light from State Farm and the Kelseys, there was one last person that needed to be looped in: Taylor Swift.
Now, this helps the Kelsey family in a multitude of ways. For starters, one of the brothers has already retired, and one is on the way to retire anytime. So they need to start finding a revenue outside of football, and marketing is just that. Since the relationship, Travis also saw a 400% increase in merchandise sales, which they call the Taylor Swift effect. Keep in mind that the Chiefs are riding on a $331.5 million boost from Taylor Swift. And she earned the NFL $1 billion since dating Travis. This content creator does a great job explaining further the connection between Taylor, the NFL, and State Farm, so we're going to move on to the next part. For those not in the Taylor sphere, she has an upcoming album that everyone is anticipating when it's going to come, when she's going to drop it, and that's Reputation. Why does that matter? Well, originally when that album came out, she was dealing with an essay trial. Now that the anticipated Taylor's version is coming, with all of this Blake's trial being eerily similar, the album also featured Blake and Ryan's children. So my theory, and this is just my theory, it's all alleged, is that this is all a marketing scheme to ramp up Reputation, Taylor's version. I know it seems extreme, but hear me out. The connection we haven't looked at yet is the one and only, literally the one and only PR rep for Taylor Swift, Tree. Don't these photos give off the same vibe? One way to look at Tree is that she is the gatekeeper of Taylor's reputation. Once upon a time, Tree used to work at Warner Brothers Music. And yes, I checked, it's the same thing, they just branched out from film to music. Who else has ties to the Warner Brothers? This guy. Tree was with Taylor during her entire process navigating through the essay trial. There's a quote with the Swifties that say, "The devil works hard, but Tree Payne works harder."
And 24. Now we're fast forwarding into the timeline. He's saying a sweet goodnight to Taylor Swift just a month before the now infamous Blake Lively filing. Take a look and a listen.
Wait, excuse us.
Taylor, sleep tight.
Taylor, sleep tight. You will recall that I kept saying that someone like Blake Lively, this was my gut instinct, she could not have had the star power to get the New York Times to put their entire professional reputation on the line to smear someone like Justin Baldoni. They are just not in that camp of celebrities. They are not that high up of the celebrity food chain. The person that you just saw saying good night to or sleep tight to Taylor Swift is none other than Ronan Farrow. Why is that extremely significant? Okay. He is, Ronan Farrow, without question, the father of the Me Too movement.
Hey, get your numbers up. I had to get my numbers.
The father of false allegations against men. Was insane. Men were losing everything overnight, and it was all because the New York Times wrote these explosive pieces, okay? But again, Ronan Farrow, what does he have to do with Blake Lively? What does he have to do with Justin Baldoni? Okay, well, he is he is arguably the most powerful journalist at the New York Times. You could say this. He's a Nepo baby. He's got deep connections to Hollywood. But the question here that you should be asking yourselves is, if Ronan Farrow was the father of the Me Too movement, who was the mother? Because he wasn't the only one credited with the launch of the movement. Take a look at who did. Here they are. The reporters who exposed Harvey Weinstein. In their new book, She Said, the Pulitzer Prize-winning reporters Jodi Kantor and Megan Twohey take readers inside the investigation that launched a movement. Jodi Kantor and Megan Twohey. were the mothers of the Me Too movement, okay? And that woman on the right, Megan Twohey, is indeed the woman who wrote the takedown piece regarding Justin Baldoni.
You know you're onto something when they start suppressing your video. I see you, Taylor. Example 1, example 2, example 3, and example 4. And now my comments aren't showing on my IG posts. Interesting how that works out. They think they're being so slick. This is all alleged, but what do you guys think of this? And follow me for more.